An entire world is ready
for you to start your career teaching the path to wellness.
Mastering the science of mindfulness.
And the art of coaching.
To help clients achieve mental, emotional, and physical betterment of life.
Through movement,
nutrition,
recovery, and regeneration.
Because impacting one person impacts a family.
Impacting a family impacts a community.
And impacting a community impacts the world.
Become an NASM certified wellness coach.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to this week's edition of the Master Instructor Roundtable. I'm Regional Master Instructor Marty Miller here with fellow Regional Master Instructor Miss Wendy Batts. Wendy, how is everything going today?
I'm good, Marty. How are you?
Great. Looking forward to today's topic, something a little bit different. I think we wanted to kind of shake it up a little bit and tell some people about all the amazing benefits of being an NASM certified personal trainer provides.
Yes, so we actually got this off of the Facebook page, and so it is a little bit different type of show today than what we normally do, but it really is important to, let you guys know who our partners are through NASM, because there are a lot of discounts that you may not be taking advantage of, and all you have to do is log in. It's pretty simple.
That easy. But also, as we go through it today, we might spur an idea on something that, one, you didn't know why we chose somebody as a partner. We can highlight a few of the features on, NASM is obviously going to be very, strict, and they're going to look at things differently to make sure that anything we put out there as a partnership truly has value to what you're doing each and every day. So we'll kind of give you some tips on how we use the products, if we use the products, or maybe like, I need to start using that product.
Yeah, well, and I think it's important too, because, I know it's, Christmas in July, we can look at it that way, and seeing how we're halfway, can't believe we're almost to Christmas and the holidays. But, knowing kind of what we have available, if it's going to help you, because I know myself, I always try to think, well, what can I do for my clients to kind of give back? And, obviously I want to save the most amount of money, but I also want to be able to give them something that I know is useful and that they can actually apply into their workout or their fitness journey. So, maybe doing this early, I think isn't a bad thing, because I think it can actually maybe get people thinking a little bit more, or if that is something that you do, I mean, again, all to their own, but I know towards the holidays, it gets a little, things get expensive, and, if you're trying to budget and think ahead, and you are one of those trainers that do, give something to your clients, maybe some of this information you may find helpful. Plus, I know too, Marty, when we're on the Facebook page, again, we love the interaction. We love the questions. I love being part of the conversation, and, people are like, where do I go for this? Or I'm thinking about doing that. And, what equipment do you guys use? If it's anything that you're doing, whether you're building your own gym, you're thinking about, I want to start using different platforms. I mean, obviously, people always ask, how do I do my sessions? Do I do things online? Do I give clients programs? I'm a huge NASM Edge app fan, so I am going to plug that, because A, we're on NASM, but B, I think it's great for clients to do workouts. But you're going to notice too, when we look at some of resistance bands and balls and equipment and everything, all of it can be a really cool package if you think ahead.
And also, to your point, if you want to look at clientele, Wendy, I know you're very generous with your clients, and that's why you have so many clients outside of your expertise, because you are, all encompassing and really think of every detail. But also, a lot of clients don't have the expertise, the time to shop for things anyways. So you could put some of these together as an onboarding process. Hey, coming on, you're going to get your assessment, you're going to get your foam rollers, you're going to get this, that, the other. And a lot of people, they'll be happy that you've kind of approved the product, and they just show up and you give it to them or order it and send it to them. So you can think of it that way as well.
Yeah. And again, as a trainer, I mean, before we even get onto the NASM platform, I also think it's important to realize that, being in the fitness industry, we get a lot of discounts at a lot of different places. And so I know some of the ones that, that we're not going to mention because it's not in the back end of NASM, but you could go to Lululemon, you could go to Athleta, you could go to Viore, and they offer some amazing discounts by just putting in your certification. number, and they want to know how long you've been in the industry and things. And so again, when you're looking for yourself or looking for your clients, just keep in mind that being a fitness professional, whether you're an actual trainer, you have one of our specializations, you work in the healthcare field, there's a lot of really good stuff that, comes along with what we do. And who doesn't like clothes? I'm just going to say that.
I mean,
well, you don't, Marty. You're not really into that as much as I am.
Well, I do wear clothes. So, it is important, but I'm probably more into the gadgets. I'm probably more into like the vibration training guns and like some of those things in the nutrition. But you know what? If I got to buy clothes, I'd rather get them at a discount.
Absolutely. Save yourself some money.
So I can buy more gadgets, whatever.
Exactly. Well, that's actually what we're going to talk about today. We're going to make sure that you guys know where you can find some of these incredible discounts that NASM has on their platform that is, available to you. And we're going to just, go through a couple, well, I won't say a couple, we'll actually show you what we have in the back end and then make sure you guys know how to get there. And if you're just joining Marty Miller and I, Wendy Batts, today on the Master Instructor Roundtable, we are talking about the NASM Pro discounts that you can get by just logging in. So let's dig right in, Marty.
Why not?
Why not?
Well, first, let's go. Where do we go, right? So hopefully everybody knows that they have an account, because that's where your CEUs are self-populated. If you're taking the NASM courses, one of the key things I tell everybody about CEUs, it's not on a year schedule. It's on the anniversary of when you pass the exam. So it's good to go in there every so often and see how much time you have left. But once you log in within there, then Wendy, if you want to pick up from here, people can then find all this great information where.
Yeah. And, even before we dig into just the accounts, I do want to throw, because we just talked about continuing education, NASM does offer free CEUs throughout. If you go on our social media, look for those. If you go onto the site, look for it, because again, you have to have at least 20 hours of continuing education in order to keep your credential or your CPT valid. And it's really important. And Marty, you and I have done a ton of different webinars talking about the importance of planning ahead. And so if you start looking at these, they try to do different ones, different months. Why not get it for free? I mean, NASM is not about just taking your money. We want to make sure that we keep you certified and provide you with the most incredible education that's out there. And so just want to throw that out there before we start diving deeper. But yes, if you're looking for these pro discounts, all you have to do, once you're logged into your NASM account, if you scroll down, you've got two different ways to get there. If you go to my account and go to the bottom of the page, there's something called Trainer Resources. And as soon as you go to the bottom of that page and you click that, you're going to select pro discounts. Pretty self-explanatory. And then
even I can follow those instructions.
If I can find it, anybody can find it.
Well, I was saying me. I didn't
I'm
want
not the most tech-savvy person. I'm just
going to imply you as well. But yes, if we can find it, you're good to go.
Yes. And then once you get to that section, you're going to have options like, what is it that you're looking for? And so if we go to the next slide, we can kind of start diving a little bit deeper.
Now, why do I feel like after this, I'm going to end up going and buying something? I'm just saying. So.
Just saying.
Just saying.
Well,
already I've got some ideas.
I know. Well, and again, too, when you're thinking about this, think about your wife. It's not always about you, right?
I didn't say, I never said it. I did not imply it was for me. I just said I had ideas.
Well, I will say, my husband's also in the fitness industry, as you guys probably know. If not, I talk about him often. He's worse than a girl when it comes to shopping. So what he ends up doing is buying something for himself. And then he's like, but I also got you something. I'm like, all right, so I don't know if that's a win-win or not. However, you know what? Yeah, I'm always grateful for stuff like that. But
yes.
But when you go to the apparel and footwear, again, footwear, excuse me, you're going to be able to see some of these incredible products. I mean, obviously, when we teach and what Marty has on, what I have on, those are actually Highlight brands. Highlight does have a special section that if you want NASM gear specifically, they have actually a section for that. So you can buy t-shirts and polos and things that are branded. And so again, big fan of that. I know another one that I love because again, I love to shop. I'm a big Piranha fan. So again, we wear those pants when we teach, and their swimsuits are awesome, just saying. But I get a lot of my clothes there, too. But for my clients, another really big one that I use, and something on a gift, when you're thinking about that, or like compression wear. And so if you're, you look here, Incrediwear is also a partner of ours, and you get 25% off. And not saying like all of this stuff is amazing. My husband just bought some Innovate shoes. Again, if you look at it, 40% off there, 50% off Prana, like there's really, really big discounts, and all these places have sales, and your discount will still go on top of that usually.
Yeah. So on this page, Prana, like you said, Wendy, that's what we wear when we teach. But you know me, I'm on a plane like every week, and you got to have comfort. So the Prana is perfect, right? For travel, love it. And you could roll right into like that athleisure type of thing and still be fashionable. But I do love the Prana. I've had the Innovates, but the Incrediwear, with me traveling, like I got to go next week to Egypt. So I'm going to be on a flight for over 10 hours. I have the long compression pants, and I'm telling you, it just feels so much better when you're traveling and things like that for the circulation. It's really cool technology. They have a lot of information on their website behind the science, but I know both of us have been introduced that by Dr. Mike Clark. He's always in the recovery space. So Incrediwear is awesome. Then, of course, outside the High Elite and everything like that, I've got to go to the Everlast because I used to instruct for them, and I like to punch things. So,
and we did have, Dr. J on with Spartan as well. So
right, that's true.
and again, like we're just mentioning a few of these. All of these are, I like them all. So it's not like we're choosing one over another. I'm just saying too that I think just know what's available if these are the areas that you're looking for. So. So there is apparel and footwear, if you will. So if we go to the next tab, so again, I think it's important to really talk about training equipment. And, I know this is a huge thing, and I keep talking about the Facebook page, but obviously I'm on it all the time. Marty, I know you are as well. People are always like, hey, I'm looking for equipment, because I'm building something out in my garage, or I want something that is easy to travel with. And, I know I love the guys at Stick Mobility. That's actually the gifts that I gave to my clients because, I knew that they didn't have them. They probably weren't going to buy them for themselves. And we use them every single training session because I do a lot of things virtually, especially when I travel. And if I know they have some of this stuff at home and they know how to use it, that's awesome. Plus, there's a ton of videos that are out there that I'm like, hey, before you go and play golf or before you do this, these are these certain stretches that I want you to do. And, and they're a really good group. They're the bright orange sticks. I'm sure you guys have seen them. They bend, they move with you. I use them a lot too if we're doing like single leg windmills and somebody doesn't have the coordination yet and their arms are going everywhere, to try to help them because they're very lightweight. Stroop spans, love those personally because again, they have the actual cloth around the bands. And so therefore, if you're doing chest presses or rows, it doesn't pinch your skin. Clients are all about comfort. I'm all about safety. And of course, Eleiko, you guys have heard, we had Rodney Korn and
Can we get a waffle iron, Wendy?
The waffle iron. Yes.
Now,
and if you guys didn't hear that, webinar, you need to go back. We did a couple with Rodney.
That's a good plug on my part. See that?
Yeah. Amazing.
Little
plug. Perform better. I mean, they have everything. So when you're looking for something, sandbags, again, Spartan, when you're looking to, I just think all of this stuff, again, there's a certain time and place. TRX, everyone knows how to use that as well. And like I said, we could talk about every single one of these in detail because they all have an incredible, they serve a really good purpose. And I thought NASM did a good job with picking these partners.
Yeah. And not much more for me to add there. I think the key thing is find, some tools that you need to maybe add to your repertoire, figure out, can I, as Wendy said, can I use this virtually? Is there something that can make my clients want to be more engaged with certain parts of training and fitness? But for traveling, who doesn't want to have a suspension trainer, right? And obviously TRX kind of invented that whole category of suspension training, adjustable suspension training for sure. So, the products are fabulous. They got great education behind it. Obviously with Everlast, I'm going to again migrate that way. Well, I mean, I've been punching things for kicking things for years, but what I like about Everlast is they make the highest level product that I might invest in, but they also make kind of like a good, better, best. All their products are good, But if you're not going to spar and you're not going to hit 5-6 times a week and really put a wear and tear, they have different levels of their products. All of them are good for the purpose. But if you really do want to buy that higher end product, why would you not want that discount, right? So we always want to save money, but they are truly one of the leaders in that space. So you're going to get great products from all of these.
Yeah. And
all these-
therefore we have, I mean, I can't say that there's nothing on this list that I don't have something from.
Probably.
I'm like, oh, wow, I'm looking through this. I'm like, check, check, check. So I'm highly taking advantage of these, just so you know. And if you're joining Marty Miller and myself, Wendy Batst, on today's Master Instructor Roundtable, we're talking about some of the incredible products that NASM offers to you when you're logged in at a discount. And so far we've talked about footwear and apparel. We're talking about some of the different training equipment that you can purchase, and just to make sure that you guys are aware of what's out there. And, just want to make sure too, that as we're going through it, we don't get anything from this. It's really just when we saw this on Facebook, like, where do I go? Or, I was looking at this product. I'm like, hey, don't forget, you can get a discount. And they're like, what? And then it was like this effect of like, I didn't even know this was there. So that's why today, Marty Miller and I are going to make sure that when you're done listening to us, you're going to know exactly what you have available.
And, the thing too, is don't be surprised if this list continues to grow as we find new partners. Obviously we have a whole department within NASM that will work on partnerships. So, check back every so often, because this could be kind of like a living document where there's more people. It's not just stuck and stagnant at what we're showing you. So it may be worth it to you. But as you start looking at anything, always start back in your pro discount section.
Absolutely. Always good to save a buck.
Now we're talking about one of my favorite spaces.
Yeah. So this is probably the tab I visit the most. And I'm sure Marty's probably there with us. I mean, we did talk about stick mobility. Of course, those guys are great. Perform better. I mean, I got the chance to meet the head guys there when we traveled internationally. They were with us, and it was actually a Perform Better summit that I did when I was in Germany. And so again, incredible products of all different types of things. So no matter what you're looking for, bands, balls, and different types of equipment, Perform Better has a huge variety of things, and so when we're doing it, but then I know, Marty and I are both very, very, very big fans of vibration therapy and percussion. And so again, our two partners with Theragun and Hyperice, they have incredible equipment. They have recovery boots. They have the massage guns. They have the vibration balls. And I mean, we've done, and we're actually going to do one in the very near future, talking about the importance of vibration and how it can affect the muscles in a very quick manner to increase blood flow, to make sure, that you're not really, especially if you're using a roller, you're not on it for as long a period of time, and you actually are going to get more benefit. And there's a ton of research to show that that is actually a fact.
And I have two comments on this. So one, Wendy, you and I know, going back into the early 2000s, we were the crazy people that would carry foam rollers into gyms, and people thought we were nuts. Thank God now that's accepted. But I was one of the early adapters of traveling with a massage gun. And I actually would give myself 10 to 15 minutes extra at an airport, because I travel so much, because I knew I was going to get stopped every time. Good news, because I've talked to so many TSA agents, and I see my ones in Palm Beach all the time. They're like, yeah, we get so many of these nowadays. Like, they know what it is. So the point is that it's becoming more known. So your clients are going to need to know how to use it. But Wendy, you know this about me. If I am home, which seems more rare and rare recently, I will spend 45 minutes every morning doing my vibration and then mobility. When I'm on the road and I don't have a foam roller that vibrates, I just feel different all day. Like, it's almost depressing. I still bring my gun, I still do certain things, but you can physically feel the difference between foam rolling and the vibration foam rolling. All the science is there. So it's little things like this that, you want to be able to add into your toolbox and understand the science, which all of these companies have the ability to show you why they created these products. So you can kind of learn, but you will truly feel different when you start using these products or your clients.
Absolutely. Yes. And then of course we have, expert voice too. And again, look at these percentages off. I mean, you get 60% off and 25% off, 15% off. I mean, so it's not like, I mean, even if it just covered your shipping, if you don't get free shipping, which most of these companies now, give you that too. So there's, I visit this often. Again, this is, would say, the page that when I'm thinking about Christmas shopping for my clients that I do visit the most.
Now, here's the thing. You're going to hear this first from me. So in the industry, there's a lot of people that have created their pain cave, right? Their home gym where they really, I don't have, well, I mean, I have enough products here to create that, but I have the world's greatest recovery space in my home. I've got compression boots. I've got 4 or 5 different vibration type of rollers and ball and a couple different guns and you name it. So I'm going to create like a recovery space.
I have in my woman cave. And yes, ladies and gentlemen, I have a woman cage or a cave. And that's a cage. It's probably a cage in my basement. And literally before I had my little guides where I used to watch football on Saturdays, it was just my place. And now it is not my place any longer because I lost a pool table, ping pong table, everything like that, because I had a 6-year-old who now has a big play area. However, I still have our workout room, and I have a little recovery space where, you know what, I do the same thing. I put my recovery boots on. I get on and grade papers when I'm working for Penn West. I mean, I do a lot of different things. And you know what, guys, if you haven't looked into some of that, I think it's huge. But then, like I said, I use the sticks. I get most of my equipment from Perform Better. And like I said, if you haven't heard of Expert Voice, you should go in and look at all the stuff that they're available or that they provide as well, because they're really big on community as well. So
cool. There you go. Now we get into some cool stuff. Branded training. So Wendy, if you want to start off, we'll see what you jump out and pick out, and then we'll go from there.
Yeah, a lot of people, and again, one of the reasons we wanted to talk about this with you guys today, and what we're talking about is we're talking about the NASM Pro discounts that you have available with Marty Miller, myself, Wendy Batts on the Master Instructor Roundtable. Guys, if you're really trying to build your business, or if you feel like your business needs to grow, we really do have some experts in the field that can help you. And so NPE is a partner of ours. I know some of our master instructors have reached out to them or even worked for them, and they help some trainers build their business. They look at your financials, they find out what it is that you're trying to do, and they see maybe different areas that they can help you grow, or maybe where you're not like unleashing your full potential of your business or your brand or your niche or whatever it is that you have. We also hear a ton about, like, I don't know how to manage my clients and my scheduling and everything. And so, we are partnered with Mind Body as well. That is something that I don't personally use. However, when I work out of the gym, that is the software that we use. It's easy to put people, into the system. It's easy to do invoices, emails as reminders. So I'm going to point those two out too, because I hear that the most. And then of course the insurance. Do I need insurance? And the answer to that is you absolutely need insurance. And so we are partnered with Next, that usually has all of the insurance coverage, depending on what it is that you're doing. They usually cover, I would say, majority, if not all of the type of training that you're looking to do.
Yeah. And what jumps out at me here, and this shows you the value of NASM and also the openness of NASM to understand that they want to provide their partners, I like to say partners, not customers, NASM family, the best information. So if you look up there's USA weightlifting, there's Zumba, there's things that, even though NASM is the leading brand in all of fitness education, there are small little bits and pieces where sometimes you need to go a little further with your education. So if you want to learn how to do the Olympic lifts, you definitely should go through our PES, because it's going to give you great content on performance training, all encompassing. But if you really want to learn a couple of those key lifts, USA weightlifting is not. And so again, NASM was like, hey, we'll partner with who does the best job in teaching that. Zumba, same thing, is we have our partnership with AFA. But obviously that is a very unique niche that became wildly popular. So I like the fact that NASM isn't going to shut those type of things out to our members. They're going to actually endorse them, bring them in, and show how they fit within what we do each and every day.
Yeah, and we've talked about the Spartan races. If you want to sign up and become a part of that community, it's huge, especially if you're into adventure racing. Obviously TRX, I mean, it is suspension training, but they also, it's just more tools, guys, in your toolbox. And that's what we want you guys to understand, that as a fitness professional, it's really good to know what other people are doing that's out there. And then utilizing the NASM OPT model in the system, you can plug and play with any products that you want as long as it makes sense. Same thing, you've got a huge following with Les Mills. If you guys are into more of the, that's your niche and that's the stuff that you like. I mean, obviously we're partnered with them, so you can kind of get in. And if you need, like, if you are into like, doing the Bali type exercises and getting into that type of dance, or you can see we're partnered with people about mixing music and different things like that. We're trying to get a very big array of stuff, if you will, to provide to you guys at a discount in any way possible. And so, if you're struggling, go onto this, go onto this page. And then at that point, you can, decide, what is any of this beneficial for me? It may not be. However, if there is something too that you think is going to be, worth looking into, especially for continuing education, do it.
Wendy, I see Zumba in your future. I don't know why.
Really? I was thinking more about, I don't know.
I don't see Zumba in your or mine, but I think we greatly appreciate the athleticism of those instructors.
Oh my goodness. Yes. And that, and you see all the stuff with Les Mills and, like if you're looking at the, the Bali dance type things, I mean, if you want some rhythm, that I've seen that they were actually they had a booth next to us at one of our conferences, and watching these guys, I'm like, that is incredible. I think I have rhythm, but something to look into. Something's fun.
I know I don't have rhythm.
Totally different. I would love to see you in one of those. You and your Incrediwear, tight pants or whatever.
They would be under something. I don't wear the Incrediwear.
Hey, you didn't make that crystal clear, so I just wanted to back up.
I have the combination of the Incrediwear and the Prana simultaneously, and the Incrediwear is, what's not shown. Let's just put it there.
I got you.
I didn't, I never thought about being that clear, but there you have it.
Well, you know what? Sometimes people may wonder, so we wanted to make sure you don't get a reputation, Marty.
That's very conservative, very conservative.
Absolutely. And then, of course, when we say other, of course, we're partnered with some incredible, nutrition companies. Of course, there's Fit. Neil Spruce is actually the founder of Fit. He was at, the one that actually brought Mike Clark in when he brought in the OPT model. So of course we're very close to the Spruce family, as well as, I do like the Fit products, and I have myself as well as my clients on it, mainly because I know that it's, it's pharmaceutical grade product. What's in the bottle is what you're taking, so I'm a very big fan of that. But then again, Quest has been amazing. I love their bars. I love their shakes. Gainful, we just got some new product because we wanted to try it out, and it has been, it's unbelievable. So, those are three just on the nutrition side, and look, there's all three of them there.
Yeah. And the thing with Fit, what I liked is I was able to talk to Neil, but they have people that can really own programs that can really help customize your specific or your client specific needs. So, I just reordered. I've got the vitamin D, I've got the multivitamin, I've got the advanced brain health. God knows I need that. I've got everything I need, and it's just on auto, and it just comes, boom. And now it's just easier. And especially, again, I think it's hard to always have the proper nutrition, especially when you travel like I do. So I'm giving myself that best opportunity to be healthy. So obviously I would check those out. And Polar, for me, personal trainers, we do not do enough cardiovascular work with our clients. We don't track heart rate. We don't fully understand it. Get a monitor. I just was doing this is perfect. I was doing a workout, and it was designed based on my heart rate, and I was so much more engaged. So more and more people want results. And when you're tracking heart rate, and Polar is a leader, obviously, in heart rate training. So for all of you that are joining us right now, myself, Marty Miller, and Wendy Batts, we're going over all the NASM professional discounts that you can find when you log into your homepage.
Mm-hmm. And then, another one too that I'm going to point out because it is a little bit different. And again, I know we're not going through each and every one of them. All of the companies that we're partnered with are incredible, but Quizlet, you're going to notice too that's on there. And Quizlet is partnered with NASM. So if you're going through and you're going to take your test and you need some practice questions and everything, go on to Quizlet and it will help you, prepare for the stuff that you need. So again, I know we haven't gone through each and every product, and we're not really just nitpicking one over another. These are the ones too that I know we use pretty much daily, or, or like I said, I go through here and I was like, I don't know about this one. I look it up. I'm like, I'm going to try this. And it was incredible.
And you just taught me something about Quizlet.
Well, there you go. See, who knew?
And as you know, I have a son that's about to take the exam. Now, you would think he would be begging me to study with him, but I think he's trying to do this on his own. But we have studied. But I might just nudge him to Quizlet.
And another thing too is all of these companies have an amazing community of people and fitness professionals. And so again, I think one thing that NASM does very well is we try to connect with others and try to connect one another, with each other's interests. And so again, when you go on to something like, Quest does a 90-day challenge, and, they give out like they work with the NASM trainers, and it's a challenge that they've been doing every year. Marty, you've been on the board, I've been on the board, and you do like literally you take pictures of your clients and you write testimonials, and there's videos, and it's fun. I think our partners do a really good job engaging our community. But if you don't even know what we have available, sometimes you're missing out. And so I know it's different. I know today is way different, but I'm hoping that you guys find it helpful just to take a peek.
And I'll be honest with you, as I said earlier, make sure you come back and double check. I didn't know the Vitamin Shop was on there, right? Because it's been a while since I went on. So you continue to look at it. But part of I think the future of personal training, honestly, is to become somewhat of a coach where you're guiding people, not just the one-on-one trainings, right? So there's going to be other things. The field has expanded so much since Wendy and I got in it. So you do need to know about these things, and the more value you can bring to your customers by educating them what companies are the best, what products are coming out, and things like that, it's just one more reason they need to stay anchored to you. And it's not always just about the one-on-one training sessions. There's so much other ways for you to create revenue for yourself by showing that level of value.
Yeah. And I think too, if you can help your clients out, and that, they really are looking to, get on a really good multivitamin, go on to our selection and you choose the one, and maybe order them their first bottle or two and let them try it. Again, to your point, think about what we just talked about. If you're looking for something to wear because, you want to look good, we've got options for you. If you're looking for how to build your business, or you need help with your business, we have people that can help you be successful. If you're looking to take the test, we've got places that you can go to do practice quizzes. If you're looking, for, software to help you, we're partnered with people. You need insurance, we're partnered with people. If you need equipment, we're partnered with people. And, and again, think about not just yourself, but what you can do, to yourself. We're trying to provide a fitness journey that someone's in a lifestyle change. And if you can help provide them with the right track and offer really good solutions, and like I said, maybe offer up, hey, I'll order the first one for you, or have them pay you and let them try it out at a discount, you're also providing them a chance to save money, so they know that you're not just always reaching in their pocket for, money. Because again, I truly care about my clients. I know you guys do as well. That's what's made me successful mostly as a trainer, is that they now look at me as kind of a family member, because I really care about their health and their safety and hitting their goals each and every day. And if I can provide them with a snack or a really good health option, I mean, why wouldn't I?
Couldn't agree more. I truly believe this is a lot of value that people may not have truly known about.
Yeah. So our key takeaways, being a part of this NASM family does have benefits, not only on a community.
You get to hang out with us.
That's what I meant by community.
Yes.
A community of incredible trainers, ones that really want to help you grow as a fitness professional, but then also all of the fitness professionals that are a part of the NASM family. I think that's huge. But, again, look at what you have on the NASM website, look at the discounts, and then, also be a part of the NASM Facebook page. Again, we want to help you And if you don't want to email us, you can always ask us on Facebook, like, hey, can you help me find this? I mean, that's what this is how this came about. And we really want you to take advantage of everything that NASM can provide for you.
Yeah. And just to be a little more specific, for people that are new, we have a private NASM Facebook page for people that have credentials. So you have to request, go through the rules. Obviously, it's a safe place. We have great conversations, awesome topics come up, but you do have to look for it. It's the NASM certified personal trainer page. And then people like myself and Wendy are in there daily, as well as I think we're over 13,200 now of people that just, it's great conversation.
Mm-hmm. Yep. All you need to do is, put your name in there, ask, we'll make sure that you're certified, and then somebody will let you in those doors. But if you guys have any questions about anything, you can always reach out to Marty and myself, but you can find me via email at wendy.bats@nasm.org, or you can always find me on Instagram at wendy.bats13.
And our awesome producer, Eric's going to put my information up right here. My Instagram is at dr.martymiller72. And then my email, marty.miller@nasm.org. So Wendy, thank you for bringing up this topic. I know you talked to some people off the Facebook page and corporate. And again, it was, I think, a good opportunity just to kind of do a reset on those values that come with being certified. So, and then obviously we both thank everybody that attended today. Feel free to reach out to either one of us on anything we can help you with, as well as any other topics you want us to cover. Take care, everybody.